Hello boys and girls. Today Catherine is going to make a gluten-free Christmas cake. It's very much the same as the others except that the flour is different. Okay, so we'll quickly take a look at our utensils. I have a big bowl. I have measuring cups. I have a small glass bowl. I have a pastry brush, a spatula, a knife, a fork, a teaspoon, a mixer, yes, that's all my ingredients, and of course my oven gloves for the oven. Then in our ingredients we have flour. Now it's gluten free, so I'm actually using coconut flour, which is gluten free. You see the sign on the bag there, and it has a nice flavour. Brown sugar, some mixed spice, or you can use cinnamon or nutmeg, and a half a block of margarine. Okay, so we're going to line our tin. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there, just a small bit. Quickly then I'm going to brush it all around, right up to the top and in the corners. And then I have cut a piece of greaseproof paper that will go into it like that. Okay, so there you have your tin lined. All right. So get our bowl, and we're going to measure a half cup of sugar. We are going to get a half a block of margarine. You could also use the paper of the margarine for the tin, to line the tin either. Okay, so very quickly we're going to cream this. As soon as it's creamed, we're going to add 2 eggs. Now remember, when you're breaking your egg, we pull apart. Get your fork, beat your eggs. Put in your eggs, okay? And also put in 1 cup of your flour. Okay, and level it off with the back of your knife. Okay, so 1 nice flat cup of flour gone in. We'll give that a quick mix. Now there's no need to over mix a Christmas cake. You don't want to do too much mixing. Okay, so you see it there. It's a bit stuck in there, but that'll be okay. The bell is sounding, which means my cake is done. So I bring it over, and you see a gluten-free cake looks quite different to another. Once it's firm on top and once the knife is clean, I'm very happy that that cake is done. We leave it in the tin to settle because gluten-free cakes tend to be crumbly. Now I'm going to add 3 eggs. We will beat 3 eggs and add them to the mixture. And this time we're going to scrape it out with our spatula so that there's no egg left in the bowl. And we're going to use a 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, and again I'm going to mix it. into that, we are going to put a teaspoon of mixed spice for flavour. Okay, and now we're going to get our fruit that we had soaking overnight. And the fruit has been soaking in brandy because brandy is gluten free. Okay, so we're going to mix that with our wooden spoon. It never really comes together completely. It's wet. And you can get it to bind, you see, with your hands like that. It's just soft, okay? So we have 5 eggs in there now, and 1 1/4 cup of flour is the mix, all right? So we're now going to put it in to our tin. You just have to be a bit careful. It's nearly easier to do it with your hands. Just make sure they're very clean. And a gluten-free cake, gluten-free flour doesn't rise. So you press it in and it will look exactly the same as when you take it out of the oven. It'll be the same. So you don't make a well in the center or anything like that. It just behaves differently. Okay, so we're just going to put it into place like that. And we'll cook it in the oven for about 1 1/4 hours to 1 1/2 hours, I think. Okay,